Council, I'm confident that we will let the common sense guide the common good. We will build a stronger Los Angeles for the families we serve and for the generations to come. Now, bringing our far-flung metropolis together with new rails and roads, leveraging our infrastructure investment to put Angelenos back to work, supporting the businesses of the future that will offer the jobs of the future. These are the good policies. But they're more than that. They're a means of building a better, a more hopeful Los Angeles for the next generation. You see, through bitter experience and shared history, we've learned what can happen when too many Angelenos live without hope. How can we measure the state of our city today without remembering how 20 years ago, this month, Los Angeles erupted into violence? Neighborhoods burned. 53 people died. Thousands more were bruised and battered. Smoke hung over the city, burning eyes and searing our soul. The death and damage of those 6 days finally forced us to come to grips with the hard truth. LA was a city divided. The Los Angeles of 2012 is a different city. Los Angeles of 2012 is a better city. Somewhere in the heavens, Tom Bradley is smiling today. The 2 decades since those 6 days in April, we forged a new partnership between the LAPD and the community, a partnership based on respect. We changed the culture of policing in LA and enshrined constitutional policing as the bedrock principle of the LAPD. We recruited a new generation of officers. We now have a force that reflects the many different communities it serves. On a per capita basis, crime is as low today as when Eisenhower was in the White House and Warren was in the State House. But we're a better city, not just because we're a safer city. We're a better city because we've also learned to celebrate our diversity. We're proud of it. We're a better city today because we've reached out beyond the lines of class and color and have come together in a common purpose. 1/2 of the funding for our Summer Night Lights program comes from corporations and philanthropy from all across the city. Because they understand that what happens in a park in Pacoima touches us all. Now, throughout Los Angeles, parents, teachers, students, civic and community groups have come together to support school reform across the city, not just in their neighborhoods. They understand that the educational future of our children must not be determined by a lottery or a zip code. So together, we fought, and together we've begun to change the daily lives of our children. In the last 7 years, despite devastating budget cuts, the number of LA schools meeting the state goal of 800 on the Academic Performance Index, API, has more than doubled. While low-scoring schools, those with an API below 650, have been reduced from 1 in 3 to 1 in 10. Since 2005, we've doubled the number of charter schools. But more importantly, we've seen a nearly 5-fold increase in the number of charters scoring 800 or above on the API. Since 1996, voter-approved bond initiatives have brought in nearly $20 billion, allowing us to build 111 new schools. When we started, we had 227 overcrowded schools on multi-track calendars. By fall, there will only be 3. LA's Public School Choice Initiative, centered on teacher-led reform and a no-excuses mindset. It sparked aggressive turnaround efforts at 140 schools. And our partnership for Los Angeles schools has seen results. API scores are up 50 points over the last 3 years, which means we're outpacing both the district and the state. Our schools are moving forward. They're going places. Let's help them pick up the pace. Let's work together to offer Los Angeles families more and better educational options. Let's work together to turn our schools into academies of achievement rather than factories of failure. Together, let's open the door of opportunity for all of LA's children. The writer Anne Lamott reminds us about the power of hope. She said, hope begins in the dark. The stubborn hope that if you show up and try to do the right thing, the dawn will come. Angelenos, we can't be discouraged by the critics or distracted by the cynics. Remember what the cynics said about Mayor Bradley when he offered an idea as audacious as building mass transit in the car capital of the world? They called it the subway to nowhere. Remember what Mayor Bradley always said? He said, we have the power. From tangible improvements in transportation that have connected people to jobs and jobs to people, to economic development that has breathed new life into our city, we're headed in the right direction. But this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning, and it is not enough. I don't want anyone to think just about what we've accomplished. I want you to imagine how much more that we could do together. You see, Los Angeles is a city where miracles happen every single day. And this is why Los Angeles has always been the destination of so many dreamers from around the world. We can do anything we put our minds to, and we know what we need to do. Angelenos, we can build our future today. We can put people back to work. We can make the promise of a free, quality public education real in the second largest city in the United States. We can overcome our city's tragic legacy of discrimination. We can be a safer city. We can be a closer city. We can be a more connected city. We can do it. Angelenos, let's remember how futures are built. Join me. Together we will build a better future, and we will let common sense serve the common good. Thank you so much.
Second to last State of the City address, Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa, who's been mayor since 2005, talking about where he wants the city to go. A key element is he wants the voters to basically re-up Measure R, the half-cent sales tax increase that was approved not too long ago that provides all that money for transportation projects. He says, keep it going. We'll get more transportation, more jobs, more economic growth in the city of Los Angeles.
Well, after this Mayor's State of the City address, you may have some questions that you would like to ask him. Mayor Villaraigosa will be our guest on an upcoming edition of Eyewitness Newsmakers. You can submit your questions now at abc7.com. Just click on the See It on TV link.
We have an update now on our big story of the day. Entertainment icon Dick Clark has died.